So this video was requested by you guys. I'm so happy to share this with you guys. Honestly, all of these recipes you can change and manipulate and substitute. These are just mine that I finally perfected. So hope you guys enjoy.
I freeze my baby spinach. So I usually take a handful. Just to get some kind of veggies in there, you know. I don't know, spinach is really vegetable worthy. And I use 1/3 or 1/4 of a banana, just depending on how big it is. But really like a chunk this size. And then I just put a 1/4 tablespoon or cup of oats. This is what makes me like nice and full in the morning. Like it really does help me out in the morning. And then I put a handful of blueberries, nothing crazy, because sometimes these don't blend that well, so I don't go crazy with it. And then I usually, oh no, he bought 1%. Okay, I usually get 0% or like completely non-fat milk. Milk is milk. I don't know if people have really weird opinions about milk and why we should and shouldn't be drinking it, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. So this particular smoothies, this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a grayish color. I really like this particular smoothie for when I'm feeling hungry in the morning. Like this is like a full meal. It really just like makes me feel full, especially because of the oats. But it's a little bit like chunky. Oh, I shouldn't say chunky. It's a little bit grainy because of the oats. The oats don't break down so much, but I personally like the way that tastes. I like a little bit of like bite to my smoothie. This one's just a really good one. It does make me feel full, so I probably won't have this right before a workout, especially if I'm doing like some kind of cardio or maybe like a leg day where there's a lot of like exertion happening. I'll probably eat this like if I'm doing arm day. I'm not really out of breath or like kind of completely fatiguing myself, and so like this will be good for like arm day or something. It's good. Sometimes I'll throw a strawberry in there instead of blueberries, but this is like probably one of my favorites. Actually, no, this is my favorite. I have one of these like almost every single morning for a couple of weeks, and then I had to like cool it. So you ever like eat something so much where you kind of kill it and then you don't like it anymore? That's what I was almost doing to it. So I had to like back up, and I'm so happy I did because I still love it. It's so good. That's my banana one. I'm gonna be putting in some carrots. I really don't like carrots at all, but this is the only way I'll eat it. I actually wish I had a little bit more in that. But I usually put like a full carrot or so. I also hate celery, but I'll show you what I make, how I make this to make it taste good too. Then I put frozen pineapple. I like to freeze my fruit and vegetables because it just kind of doesn't take, it doesn't last long if I don't. So I put like 4 chunks, maybe 5. But really the part that makes it taste delicious are clementines or little cuties, however you want to describe them. These are not frozen. These I just try to keep fresh, and I try to use them as often as I can. I like the small ones too because they're just easier to peel, so that I end up using it more. But I put the whole thing in there, and this also just tastes really fresh. What this drink will do, it'll separate. So if you don't drink it fast, it kind of gets a little weird and separated, so you have to like mix it a lot. But I love just drinking this like straight, like really quickly. Whoops. Ah, okay, Willie. Go ahead, go for it. Usually they don't have seeds in there, so I don't have to worry about seeds. And then I use my NutriBullet. These are like the magic bullets you can get. Like, I don't like this one icy. I like it kind of watered down. So what I do is I just fill in. I put in to the max where it says to fill it in with the filtered water. And mix it up. This is going to be more like a juice, so it actually tastes really refreshing. I like to drink this when I'm like, you know, maybe I'm going to dinner and I just want something like fresh and like light in my stomach. I also drink this, I felt like maybe I had like a hearty snack or maybe something that's maybe not that healthy. I like to just drink this to kind of keep me refreshed. But sometimes at night, I kind of just want something, but I don't want to like totally have like cookies or chips or something. And I'll just make a smoothie, and this is like one that I really like. But if you can see, it's like very watery.
If you really wanted it like a smoothie, you could add ice in it. You can taste a little bit of the carrots in there. It's a little chunky because of the oranges, like the veining of it, which is also like good for you to keep in there. But it's like doesn't taste like vegetables. The pineapple is really strong in it, so you don't need to like add anything extra. And the oranges is what makes it taste sweet and citrusy, and but it doesn't give you the heartburn the way orange juice would. So that is my carrot, orange, pineapple juice. I do not like celery, so this is the only way I'll eat celery. You guys, the only way. So I'm gonna put 2 in here because celery is such a strong flavor that I can only handle so much. When we bought celery, I like cut it up in small chunks so that they were fit in the smaller container. And then I put pineapple. And pineapple will cut it up, like it has like a very strong flavor. So it's going to cut up all that flavor that the celery does, but it's still going to give you whatever kind of benefits celery will give you. And then grapes are also so sweet, but they're not like acidic. So they add a lot of flavor. Just make sure, what I should have done is done this part before I put them in the freezer, but it's no big deal. So just going to make sure that you catch those. So I just put a huge handful in there. You sure? The grapes give like a really good flavor. It's not strong, but it definitely adds to like the sweetness, and it cuts some of that flavor from the celery for sure. Then I'm gonna fill the water up to the max little sign, and this is gonna take a while to blend because all of the fruits and vegetable that we used were frozen. So there's gonna be chunks in there, but just be patient and shake it up whenever you can. So it's kind of like, it's very smoothie-like because everything that we used in here was frozen. But you can taste the celery, like the aftertaste of celery, but when you're drinking it, it tastes sweet. And the pineapple and the grapes really make it taste so good. I like drinking this if I'm not gonna have dinner for a few hours, I'll have this and it tastes so good. So yes, celery is edible, mixed with a lot of fruit, according to Susie. But this is so good.